بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. Welcome you again with your program Fatwa Life, and this is the first part of on the 15th day of Ramadan, the 14th day of Ramadan. May Allah repeat it again on all of us with goodness and harmony and peace and tranquility. The first question: is there do you pay zakah on the 401k? I'm still like 59 years, and I inherited some money 2 months ago, and I put it with the payments of a apartment for a year. Do I count it within the zakat amount? We have talked about this one so many times before, and I will just summarize this for you. From the zakat, you have to have the ownership, that be able to own the man and to be the only individual. You'll be able to do anything you want with it. That's your decision. How you multiply this on the 401k in all its phases, you could take from it whatever you want after you take the taxes and penalties. So whatever is left after that, you have to pay the zakah on it, because you are capable to do it at any time, just like the money that you have in the bank. I'm not asking you to take it and lose 40% or no. This is just for calculations. Whatever you can take out, that's mean you still have that ownership on it. But the second question, which is very important, what is the zakah that is required? This is very important one that a lot of people are unaware of it. The zakah is not on the money that's growth, not on the principles. And the companies, their balance is not all for zakah. The money that they show is not all of it is money that you pay zakah on. Because part of it is principles and the others are growth. By looking at the expert, that the growing money in the stocks is not more than 1/3. So 1/3 of these companies are money that have to be paid zakah on, and the others are not zakah money. If you apply that on your 401k, then what it on the 401k after taking all the penalties and the taxes and the penalties and all the that portion that is supposed to be for zakah, then it is only 0.5% that you have to pay. But anyway, another question: I inherited some money. I put it for my apartment. So you don't have to send it to money. That you could start a new uh, a whole year before. Like you bought something, you have used it in the apartment, so it's not money that you pay account, because you already use it, just like any other money of what you need. And the second question: can a person get sin if you look at a woman, even if they are wearing hijab, out of curiosity? What is the غض النظر, which is not to look, that we are required to do? Well, I ask Allah to protect you from this curiosity, because Allah said in His book to tell the believers to lower their gaze, to lower their eyes. It is more beautifying for them in your heart. It is beautiful for your heart to not look straight at women. because there's one look that you have to do whenever you're buying, selling for a need, or the doctor to his uh, patient, and vice versa, and the judge to the disputers, vice versa. The witnesses when they are witnessing on a matter. These are exceptions, but just for curiosity, no. That's what we are not supposed to do. And if you allowed your side to do it, following your desires, you will be very tired of what you see. Because you know, you can see that what you are not capable of having, and that will make you tired. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Oh Ali, don't follow the look with another look. You only have the first one, and the second one is not yours." Meaning, don't go and look again. Don't even prolong the look. Allah beautify your heart. What can a husband can do from Islamic point of view and from the law if the wife is not refusing to have sexual because of something that is not make sense, and this is not the first time she does that. So no woman who believes in Allah and the hereafter to not allow her husband to have her except with a good reason, and it is from the big sins that require the cursing. The Prophet ﷺ said, if a man call his wife to his bed and she refused, and he is angry at her, the angels will keep curse her until Fajr time. And also another hadith, by Allah who have my soul, if a man call his wife to his bed and she refuse, the one in the heaven is angry at her until he is happy with her. But at the same time, you need to understand the husband. He need to help his wife on his obedience and his goodness. You not to ignore her all day, and he mess her life the whole day, and at the end of the day he asked her to come in to have sex with him because she'd been in this all stress and all this abusing of him. He need to look at what wrong he is doing. You need to bring harmony. You have to not just expect the introduction. Allah said, provide for yourself. So you have to provide for yourself. The Prophet ﷺ says, the best among you is the best to your family, to your wives. I am the best to my wives. And he is the one who said, and the best completed faithful is the one with best character. And the best is the best to their wives. So you look how you are dealing with your wife. Make sure that it is not you who's shortcoming, and to making her be happy. So don't be miser in spending. Don't be miser in your look in her face and giving her compliments. If she refused, then it goes to arbitration. Because Allah said, those that you are afraid of, they're going against you, just you uh, Allah said to advise them to uh, leave them in bed, and you hit them lightly to straighten them up. If they obeyed you, then do not exceed. You have no right to exceed. Allah Azza wa Jal is high and big. And if you felt like there's separation, then send an arbitrator between you and your wife. There's no calamity that happens without sin, and vice versa. Ibn Abbas used to say, there's a light for the deed. And the sin has vice versa of less of sustenance, hatred from people, and so on and so forth. And for them, it's easy to say, I used to sin to, from Allah, and I find it in the character of my donkey, my servant, and my wife. So there's no calamity that comes without a sin, and it will not be raised except for repentance. The second question: my son wants to marry a woman whose father don't accept. You don't have any good reason to refuse, except that you want to marry her in his hometown, Palestine. We are from Palestine, but in a different town. The girl wants to get married with my son. She's 21 years old. My son prays, he practices Islam, alhamdulillah. Her parents are divorced about 2 years ago. Her father lives in Florida and he's not in. And her wife wants the marriage to happen. So what do we do? Well, if we prove that the father is trying to just make it hard on her get married without any reasonable, then the guardianship will go those who follow him in this order. So if they still dispute it, then it goes to the authority or the guardian, because the hadith said the sultan is the guardian for those who have no uh, guardian, and that's if there's dispute. And if outside Islam countries, the imam of the Islamic center, he represents the authority in that marriage. This is in the absence of uh, the Islamic country. And but it's very important before you go to that step, you have to try every resource, every effort to convince him to stop what he's saying, because ruining his authority, it will be uh, cutting the relationship with his daughter. Someone said, I have I have shares for long term shares. It's not for merchant or trade. Some zakat places, they take the shares, not the money, and they take it, they sell it, or they keep it, and they take the zakat from the money. It depends on the value. Can I donate to what is equal of my zakah should be? The answer, in the we have to take it from the values. The contracts, you do it on the contract, because these are not uh, zakah money, but it became when it was for trade, for investment and making profit. So look at the value, not well, the majority, that you cannot take it from the commodity itself. What they used to learn the saying of Omar, like evaluate it, then give the zakah. And it is for the value, not from the commodity that you traded. That's what the majority of scholars they say. But some of them they say that the merchant have the choice to take the value or the so whomever he takes out it is true this the zakah of his service. And this is what Shafi'i to say. And also the saying of Omar that bring me some commodity. It's easier for you and it's easier for us of the need. And this is what some of the scholars they said to take it from the contracts itself, what are sold, the commodity that are sold. Because you have to look into the interests of the poor in this matter. But it shouldn't be, the intention is to uh, escape paying it cash. The last question we're going to conclude with a woman that works in exchange currency and she is in the middle, she takes a dollar and she gives it in the currency of the area where it's sent to. And sometimes she takes it like this, she just charge the commission for the transfer. So is there anything wrong? Is it to take commission on a service? The transfer of the currency, it is something that is necessity and people needs it, especially for those who live overseas. So what? So is, is there anything wrong? No, it is okay, but not to make it that commission very high to take advantage of the needs of people. Allah have mercy on someone who is very easy to sell to, very easy to buy. But there is a very important condition. When you take the currency to another one, there should be the. So when you reach the money, it is a trust in your hand. If you do the settlement because of the hadith from Ubadah ibn Samit, the gold with the gold, silver with silver, and the currency with currency, and the barley with barley, and wheat with wheat, and date with date, and salt with salt, equal to equality, same hand to hand. If they are different, then sell whatever you want. If it is hand to hand, Allah knows best. Another question just came in from last time. My son is asking if he took a shower, is that enough or does he need to make wudu? The showers are different. You getting cold, you say you beautify yourself. If you try to beautify yourself, because he had his period, I mean, he has his dream that he had, or that is enough for wudu. But the with that intention, you want to enlarge yourself, and then it's too cold, and you just took a shower. That's enough because this is a regular, not as a habit, not as worship. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد ان لا اله الا انت نستغفرك ونتوب اليك. ان شاء الله we'll continue in a couple hours.